Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Blood Phantom 81, and today I'm talking about how I'm making $11 a month in passive income. Now, this is by no means the end goal. I'm definitely going to grow this amount and I look forward to growing it, but this is just sort of my thoughts at the moment and how I got to that point. So let's just jump right into the video. So, in my opinion, there's no such thing as passive income with no work involved. In fact, when you talk to a lot of people who have passive income, or maybe people who do it a lot better than I do, it's always implied that you do a whole bunch of work in the beginning, and then you get your steady streams of income, whether it's every single month, or every single quarter, or year, or maybe even every single day. But there is that work involved. Now, that work can come in different forms. It can come in the form of management or blood, sweat, and tears. It can come in the form of your intellect. It can come in the form of your resources, or it can come in the form of money. Maybe even all of the above. So, in the stock trading game, money is obviously very important. You're literally making some money with more money that you actually have. And so that's sort of the passive income stream that I'm used to and one that I'm going to be focusing on. The other thing that's been absolutely huge in making this passive income possible is M1 Finance. So whenever you get a dividend with M1 Finance, you can reinvest that dividend no matter how small. You can buy fractional shares with M1 Finance. You know, it works a lot like a mutual fund. It's absolutely amazing. And so every single penny works for you immediately, and that's how an account can grow really quickly and really efficiently. So I look forward to where that goes. So I'm going to walk through my M1 Finance account in a second. I just want to mention one last thing. So yeah, I was watching this real estate video, I think like last week, and it was basically about how all real estate agents are broke, or people that do real estate, maybe real estate investors are always broke, because let's say a real estate investor has like 10 properties, and they're consistently making money off those 10 properties. Whenever they get enough cash, instead of actually pocketing that cash and saving it for themselves, they'll use that cash. Maybe they'll use it to leverage more cash and then buy another property, which gives them another additional income stream. And so by net worth, they're not broke, but by cash in their bank account, they're actually broke. So it's different definitions of what broke means. Obviously, they're better off than most people, but yeah, that's the idea. And with dividend reinvestments, it's pretty much the same thing. Is I never want to have any money in cash. I always want to have it working for me. And so that's one of the importance of dividend reinvestments and things like that. All right, so I'm going to walk through my M1 Finance account and then show you guys how I came to this $11 a month calculation. So with M1 Finance, probably should have logged in first, but yeah, so M1 Finance, if you use my link in the description below to open up your account, you get $10 and I get $10. So you can use your friend's link if you want. I don't really care, but that's just an option that you have available. All right, so this is my M1 Finance account. I have this holdings tab, and so this is where it shows my holdings. I have about, I don't know, maybe 30 or so, or maybe 30 or 40. Oh yeah, 42. And so this is how much I've made since the inception. So it's about $62, which is pretty good. I think that's over the course of a few months by now. So definitely not bad at all. And so yeah, I'll walk through some of these holdings and then show you guys how I make the passive income. So most of these are high dividend stocks and ETFs. So this one is SDIV, which pays about like 7% a month. But yeah, these all pay monthly, or most of them pay monthly. And so that's pretty much the idea here. Is I want stocks that pay frequently, and I want stocks that pay a high amount. But not just that, these stocks should also look good in the long term. So like even though SDIV is a high dividend stock or a high dividend ETF, the chart also looks really good and stable, and this is something that I feel comfortable investing in. So that's very important when it comes to high dividend stocks. You don't want to get like a 15% dividend stock just for the dividend. So yeah, now I'm going to show you guys. So like essentially, yeah, obviously you can buy fractional shares. So what I did here was I created a spreadsheet. And so it basically mirrors my holdings. I really wish that M1 Finance had something similar, But yeah, it's really fun to mess around with. Basically, I have my holdings, I have how many shares I own, I have how much that stock pays in dividends, and I have here how frequently that stock pays out. And so this right here is an equation. This is the number of shares I have multiplied by the dividend it gives out, divided by the frequency, and this is my monthly payout. So I'm getting nearly $1.50 through SDiv alone. And so the other key thing, before I show you guys the grand total, the other key thing is that I'm reinvesting my dividends. So that's something that I mentioned earlier. I think this one was a good one. So actually, yeah. So this one I got 3 cents on because I owned Apple, and I'm reinvesting that dividend. This one I got $1.14 from HCAP alone. And so, sometimes I'm going to get pennies, sometimes I'm going to get dollars, but little by little, it'll be a consistent dollar stream. And so I'm depositing pretty frequently too. But yeah, that's essentially the idea. $1.27 on Good, $1.15 on PCM, $1.26 on Glad. And like I said, this number is only going to increase, and like I have so much fun, inputting more shares. And obviously the idea is to have as many shares as possible, but yeah, I can't wait to see where this goes. So all in all, I'm getting paid $11.12 total, and this is on the monthly average, obviously, because some stocks like Boeing and Pepsi, they don't pay monthly, but they pay quarterly. So this is just on average. If I took this and divided it by 3, then it would be like 1 penny a month, which is not very much, but that's totally okay. But so yeah, that's how I'm making $11 a month passively. I definitely see this going to $20 and $30 and and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is something that I love talking about. So yeah, feel free to ask me any questions if you want to open up an M1 Finance account, or if you have any thoughts or concerns or questions. But yeah, hope you have a great night.